Welcome back to another episode of our family adventures.
I'm Kurt.
And I'm Jen.
And we have two boys, Lucas and Logan.
In January 2021, I quit my job, we sold our dream home,
and we moved into our self-converted van.
Together we said goodbye to our family as we dove headfirst into uncharted territory. In this episode, we venture into the magical Pacific Northwest wonderland of Mount Rainier. We feel the spiritual presence of a lost family member and tackle our most spectacular hike yet. National Park. We're hiking Glacier Basin Trail, and today is a bit of a bittersweet day. Our dog Baker of 14 years was put to sleep this morning, and before we left we made arrangements with Kurt's sister to care for him, and she and her husband graciously took both of our dogs in with loving arms and cared for him until the end. And I can't help but to feel like he's with us today. We are in the Cascade region, and we named Baker after Mount Baker. He held on till we got out here. Now, we're not on Mount Baker, but this is the next best thing. Because as we're hiking this trail, I'm looking at the map, and I can't help but to notice that that point up there is Baker Point. And it's on top of Goat Mountain. If you guys know anything about us, we left Tennessee, we had a goat farm, and Baker was on top of the hill, king of the hill, on Friar Hill, Goat Hill, whatever you want to call it. It's just perfect. I feel like he's with us. He's right here, pulling us up these hills. It's a bit of a steep incline. I think it's close to 2,000 foot elevation gain. This one's for you, Bakey. We love you, we miss you. We know you're in doggy heaven, chasing all the deer and the rabbits and squirrels. We're gonna miss you, buddy. You had a good long life. Thank you for all the joy that you brought us. We are gonna miss you. Thank you to Jen and Raphael for taking care of them. Can't thank you enough. We had no idea Baker Point and Goat Island Mountain lied beside this chosen trail for the day. Nor did we have any idea that he was close to the end of his life as we neared the Cascade region, where his namesake lies, the real Mount Baker, in northern Washington. We picked this trail simply based on reviews, and to avoid the weekend crowds at the more well-known hikes around Mount Rainier. Call it serendipitous, fate, or chance. Whatever forces were at work, we definitely felt his presence with us as we navigated these steep hills. The overcast and moody skies were a reflection of our hearts that day. We dedicated this hike to our little buddy, and whenever one of us felt like stopping or turning back, We just simply reminded each other that we were doing it for Baker. When we reached the top, the skies began to gently weep as we all shared moments of joy and sorrow and our favorite memories of him. Baker's passing was more symbolic to us than just the passing of a pet. He was the beginning of our love story. Kurt and I started dating in late 2006. As things turned more serious, we adopted a puppy together, and that was summer of 2007. He was with us for a lot of firsts. First house, first camping trip together, first jobs, first child. There's so many memories wrapped up in the past 14 years. His passing marks the end of a chapter, and he was by our side through it all. And just like the day that we got him, where he rode home on top of my shoulders wedged between the headrest and my neck, we're still carrying his spirit with us. Only today, it seemed like he was the one who was carrying us.
What you got?
So Luke found a wishing rock at our last campsite. And I didn't know what one was until not that long ago. Somebody had told me that if you find a rock and it's got like a white band or a belt all the way around it, that's a wishing rock. And it's got to be like a continuous belt. So you find one, you hold on to it, and you make a wish and you toss it in the water. So Luke found it. He has brought it all the way up to the top of Glacier Basin Trail here, and he's going to make a wish. This is about as close as our family has gotten to a glacier. This is Eamon's Glacier. It's the largest glacier in the lower 48 states, and it's pretty wild. It comes all the way down to here. It looks like a big pile of dirt on top of it, but you can see the wall of ice where the water's coming out. That's pretty cool. And then down below here we've got glacier water. It's a little river lake that is this teal green color. It's beautiful. I've never seen anything like it. We were back at it the next day, but we intended to take it easy this time, knowing that we had another big hike right around the corner. So we saved our legs and opted for a couple of easy paths with minimal elevation gain and distance. We got up close and personal with some of the biggest trees we've seen to date on Trail of the Patriarchs. These ancient monster trees swallowed us up in size and reminded us to stay grounded. When roots grow deep, there is no reason to fear the wind.
What do you guys think?
That's wild.
There's a tree growing at the top.
The boys practiced their rock skipping skills, and then we wandered down the trail a bit further in search of a waterfall. We soaked in the moment as we stood in awe before Silver Falls, thinking, how could it get any better than this? Little did we know what was about to manifest. Mount Rainier had saved the best for last. We rolled into a sweet campsite on the White River, made dinner, and took it easy for the rest of the evening. Our time at this magnificent place was about to get even better. We had heard all the fuss over Skyline Loop Trail, and we were told if you had limited time in the park, out of all the day hikes, this is the one to do, especially during the short summer season. So as the sun went down, we too went to bed with great anticipation. Morning came and our legs were rested. The sun was out, the wildflowers were in full bloom, and we weren't the only ones ready for a show. But we didn't care about the crowd, not here. This place was too special to pass up, and deep down, we were all still doing it for Baker. When describing this place, John Muir said it best. The most luxuriant and most extravagantly beautiful of all the alpine gardens I've ever beheld in all my mountaintop wanderings.
Oh man, look at those flower boys.
Oh wow, I gotta get a picture of that.
Look at these flowers, guys. What do you think?
Amazing.
Is that not cool? What do you think, Logie? Mount Rainier. Pretty impressive. Oh, beautiful. I don't know, we didn't see too many glaciers at Glacier, but get up to the top of Rainier, paradise. Probably a mile and a half in, you can actually get close enough to see it really good. We're doing the Skyline Loop Trail.
Oh, it's cool. You can feel it. It's like a refrigerator.
Uh-oh, snowballs.
Oh! I think we did hit you in the face.
Hey Luke, how was that snowball in the face, bud?
Sorry.
Did Mama get you right in the face?
I'm sorry. You can get me back. Here, you
See,
can
that's
throw
why
it
we
at
don't
me.
throw snowballs, Mama.
You can throw it at me. Mom. Go ahead.
It's
Free
all
shot.
fun until somebody gets hurt.
Free shot. I didn't throw it at you. I threw it at your brother. All right, free shot.
Ow!
Upper Skyline. It's up there. Weren't gonna do it, wasn't planning on it, but I think we can't pass it up. It's pretty epic. These views are just $1 million views. So, when in Rome, I'm gonna take advantage. I don't know when we'll be back here again.
Last little climb.
Adds a little bit more incline. We've already gone about 1,200 feet in just 2 miles, so I'm loving it. This is awesome.
Aw.
Smoke's rolling in, boys. Look at over here. You can smell it.
Mom, I did that for Beaky.
You did it for Baker?
Awesome.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
Need some high five. Baker's looking down on us.
Yeah.
He's giving you some puppy kisses. It seemed like we'd been outrunning the smoke from surrounding wildfires for all summer up to this point. Our time at Yellowstone and Glacier previous to this were also somewhat dampened by the smoke.
Yeah.
The Pacific Northwest was unfortunately turning out to be no exception. You little stinker. Okay, what is this, gang up on mommy time? I'm gonna put one down your pants.
No!
Luckily, we got an early start to this hike, and the smoke didn't get bad until after lunch and after our halfway mark. Despite this, Rainier still clearly stood out in all her majesty.
And my dad do a party. You want that? Now how you do it? I didn't want to see how you do it.
Our time at Mount Rainier was not taken for granted. Between the ephemeral beauty of the subalpine flowers, the stunning views, and the snowmelt, it was a good reminder that life goes on. What lies before us now will be a completely different landscape in just a few short months. Just like seasons of life, we go through ups and downs, good times, bad times, and the in-between. We were reminded to live each day to the fullest, in great humility. Sometimes it takes the lows to appreciate the highs. And don't forget to hug those near and dear to you. Seasons change quicker than we think.